Hey everyone, it's Matt here, and I hope you're well. And I'm shooting this special video to let you know of the announcement I made on last Sunday. You might not have been there, or you might have missed some of the details. So if I put it in video, then there's a permanent record of what I've said, and you can slow it down and replay it and do whatever you want with it, maybe share it as well. We talk a lot about this church about growing, and that's a good thing. Not every church grows. Our church is, and we give praise to God for that. We have visitors every single week. Very unusual not to have visitors at one of our services at 8, 10 or 6 on any given Sunday. And so we are really thankful for that. And we want to help those people find their way into the life of St. John's, and we want them, and if they have a family, we want their family to grow spiritually and socially, and in, of course, their relationship with the Lord Jesus. We've said a bunch of times here that we would love to be a church of 1,000 people by 2035. I don't know if that's going to happen or not, but if it does, it's just scratching the surface. And there are 44,000 people within a 10-minute drive of our church that need to know Jesus, because eternity is long and you don't want to spend it without him. So I announced last Sunday some exciting news that we are, for the first time in a long time, going to have 4 services again at St. John's. We're planting a brand new congregation, and I want to tell you a bit about it. It's going to be at 8:30 a.m. It's going to be in the hall, not the church building, in the hall. And whilst, of course, anyone is welcome, we're targeting young families. So here's the thing. On Mondays, Karina and her team, and we thank God for her team, meet for playtime, or what we call playgroup, in the hall. And there's, I don't know, Karina can correct me, 20, 25 families that come along to that. And I think they're familiar with the hall. It's a more comfortable space. It might be a slightly easier invitation to, hey, we've got a church service starting. It's going to be 8:30. Your kids are up early anyway. Come to church. You'll be home by 9:30, 10 o'clock. I think that might be an attractive invite. And it's a more comfortable space. So the church building, we know, has we love our church building, but it's got a number of constraints. It's cold and it's hot, and there's no toilets, and there's no running water except in the vestry, and no one goes into the vestry. And there's no spot for kids to sort of roam around. There's that little kiddies corner with the padded chairs, but once you have 2 or 3 prams and 2 or 3 parents or families sitting there, you're sort of pretty much maxed out. And the other issue is that on big Sundays at 10 a.m, we sort of have outgrown the building. Now, that's not every Sunday, and once the kids leave, there's some more space. But when people are arriving at 10 to 10 to 10 past 10, quarter past 10, it's pretty full. And you may not see this, but I do, because I'm often at the front with a guitar or just leading the service or preaching, and people come in and it's not immediately clear where they can sit. And sort of they stand there awkwardly and try to find somewhere. Can I sit in this pew? Am I allowed to go down the sides? Now, if you've been coming to St. John's for a while, you treat it like your lounge room. You come in, you sit down, you sit wherever you want. That's great, but often new people coming to our church are highly anxious. Is the roof going to fall in? I haven't been to church for a long time. Will I be welcome? Where do I sit? What can I do? What do I need to wear? Where can I go? And as we think about our church, we need to put ourselves in those shoes, the shoes of the people who are coming to church for the first time. And so the church isn't the most comfortable spot for young families, particularly with young kids. Big Sundays where it sort of feels like economy, if you know what I mean. And we're trying to reach this new group of people. So we're starting a new service, okay? So from term 1 next year, our service times will be 8 a.m. in the church building, no change there. 8:30 a.m, like I just told you, in the hall. 10:30 a.m. back in the church building, and 6 p.m. unchanged. Okay, now there's a number of things to unpack there. Firstly, we will need to communicate with you really clearly as to how this overlap happens between 8 and 8:30 with people coming and going and that sort of thing. First thing to say is we're putting some more pastoral support around 8 a.m, and I'll fill you in more about that, some exciting news with Pastorally at 8 a.m. because the preacher at 8 a.m. will most likely need to leave as soon as they finish preaching and then head down to 8:30 to preach down there. Although sometimes we might have two preachers, and that's not ideal when you're trying to shake hands at the door and get to know the congregation. So we're putting some more pastoral support around 8 a.m. Then we will need to carefully manage the traffic flow coming in and out of the car park after 8 a.m. as people are arriving for the 8:30 service, that sort of thing. We are asking that 10 a.m. or hoping that 10 a.m. is happy to move to 10:30, which may not be everyone's idea of a good time, but can I put it like this? And I'm not trying to leverage you in this way, but really let's do whatever it takes to see more people come to know the Lord Jesus. And I hope 30 minutes, delaying 10 a.m. 30 minutes to 10:30 is okay with you. I'm sure it will become okay with you once you give it a go. The other thing is we want people from 8:30 to hang around, and we want people from need some space between 8:30 and 10:30 for morning tea and for the band to get up and those sorts of details. Reset the room for kids ministry at 10:30. And so the kids ministry at 8:30 will be a junior kids program. It'll go from creche up to, I don't know, year 2, something like that. And then for 10:30, it'll be a full kids program from creche all the way up to the junior youth Bible study, which finishes in year 8. This is commencing in term 1, 2026. So all I'm asking you to do now is to just reflect and to think and to marinate in what we're going to do. And if you have any questions at all or comments, please use the QR code or the email address which we advertised, and they'll appear at the end of this video or maybe below me now or up here. So please do that, because you'll think about things that we haven't thought about, and you'll have questions and comments, and we'll have a series of rolling meetings where we will address those questions. That's the first thing. Second thing is please pray. That should be number 1. Please do pray for the Lord's blessing on this, that more families, singles, young, old people will come to our church and be converted to Jesus and have their eternities changed. That's the business we're in. So please do pray. Please do share this idea with friends. Say, hey, we're starting a new service. Generate some enthusiasm there. And fourthly, this is going to require the whole church to get behind it. And I hope that excites you. But we're going to need some more help in the kids ministry space. So essentially we're doubling, not quite, but we're doubling kids ministry output. So we're going to need to build teams, and Karina's going to need some help in that space. Karina's totally capable, but she's going to need some more leaders and members of her team, kids ministry team. I know there's a couple of younger leaders stepping up, so junior kids leaders, which is awesome. But essentially we're going to need to double. So if you would like to express your interest in helping and joining one of our kids ministry teams, then please do let us know via that email address or QR code. Of course, there's lots of safe ministry that people need to go through, which is great to keep everyone safe. But please do let us know about that. Now, there's probably things I should have said in this video, which I haven't, but I think that's about it for now. Any questions or comments, hit me up with the email address or QR code. But back to 4 services, which is really exciting, trying to reach a new group of people, leaving a little bit of pressure at 10, some changes for the morning. It's exciting. We're feeling the growing pains, which is good. Please give thanks to God for that. Please invite friends to church. And I look forward to seeing you all really, really soon. God bless.